Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. If you have any question, please write me at walkwithtak@gmail.com. I will be happy to answer whatever question that you might have. This will allow me to give you more thorough answers. So write me anytime you want and I will answer you promptly. My fast cooking system has 4 attributes. They are flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. Together, they will make your home cooking practical, efficient, creative, and fun. One of the best ways to make home cooking practical and efficient is to use common ingredients that you can use in many different dishes. For example, if you can use chicken and cook them in many different ways, then you can create a lot of diversity. In this video is an example to demonstrate how to cook a chicken like this, which is a very simple modification of some other chicken dishes that I showed you before. In this way, you will create a chicken that is unique in its own way. Now, the most important thing about that is to prep your chicken in advance. In this video, I demonstrate how do you prep chicken in such a way that you can have chicken anytime you want. And the secret is that to prep them in advance. As soon as you got the chicken from the supermarket, before you put them away in the freezer, cut them up into thin slices. To become efficient in cutting your chicken is an important skill to have. In here, I use the method known as the claw technique. As you can see, I tuck my fingertips beneath my finger and I use the back of the finger as a guide for the knife. This method is very simple but extremely safe as well as fast, so you can cut chicken as thin as you want. It is important to cut your chicken thinly for a couple of reasons. First of all is that when you cut a chicken into these thin slices, when you store them, you can pack them in Ziploc sandwich bag into a thin layer. This has great advantage because now when you're ready to use the chicken, you can take the frozen chicken and put it in a bowl of lukewarm water. And then now you can thaw out the chicken in about 10 minutes. This will allow you to have chicken anytime you want. Now in this video, I will demonstrate to you how to cook a particular type of chicken by first coating the chicken with cornstarch. Now cornstarch play a very important role because cornstarch will absorb the moisture from the chicken and will keep the chicken dry. And the dryness of the chicken is very important. If the chicken contains moisture, it will reduce the temperature in the wok, and that will make the cooking less efficient. Furthermore, you can add other seasoning agents. For example, in this case, I have added my basic seasoning mix, which I have provided a link below the video that you can get it from Amazon and give it a try. But in this case, I also add about 1 teaspoon of sugar, and I also add about half teaspoon of chili pepper flakes. This will be important as I show you later. This is one of the many woks that I have in my kitchen. According to my wife, I have way too many woks for any person possibly to own. Now this wok is a special type of wok. It's known as a hybrid wok. The wok surface has a honeycomb cooked surface. And this honeycomb surface is made of stainless steel. And then the space of the honeycomb is filled with a non-stick coating. So in many ways, what this wok is that it is a hybrid wok. The stainless steel surface allows you to use a stainless steel wok spatula without marring or removing the non-stick cooked surface. As I cook, I will tell you more about both the pros and cons of this wok. Now, even this wok has non-stick cooked surface, but because of stainless steel, I'm still going to season the wok with my spot seasoning method. This method is very effective. It will allow you to create a non-stick cooked surface in only about 15 seconds. You can take a look at this video to learn more about this cooking method. So the first step I'm going to do is that I'm going to put the chicken right in the wok after the wok has been seasoned. Now, a flat surface wok is a very effective wok because you can use it as a small frying pan as shown in here. Here, the method that I use to cook the chicken is really you can consider to be as a pan fry method, but I call it shallow frying method because I have coated the chicken with cornstarch. And basically, I'm going to create a crispy texture, a slight breading on the surface of the chicken. So to carry out this method, you simply by using a pair of tongs and you spread out the chicken on the surface of the wok. Now this will allow you to basically fry one side of the chicken. Now this method actually is very similar to deep frying, except you only use a very small amount of oil. Now actually the amount of oil that you use is very important. You do not want to use too much oil because when there's too much oil, you will not be able to char the surface of the chicken. Now you notice that when I turn the chicken over, the chicken is actually nicely charred. This method is actually superior than deep frying because in this method you can fry the chicken in such a way that will give you the type of grilling effect and it makes the chicken taste much better. So when you use this method, because you have sliced the chicken very thinly, it will allow you to cook chicken very quickly. So this method is not only efficient, but at the same time, it is very controllable. You can decide how much you want to fry the chicken. Now, as I have demonstrated in here, this method really creates the kind of a texture that you will not achieve in the regular stir frying. And the coating of the cornstarch with the sugar provide the way for causing caramelization. I use white sugar here, but you can use brown sugar if you like. I will not use honey because the honey will cause the chicken to not have that crispy texture. I stir fry the chicken and then I season the chicken with 2 parts of oyster sauce and together with 1 part of hoisin sauce. This will allow me to create a teriyaki-like flavor. I add some soy sauce to increase the saltiness of the flavor, but that's completely optional. If you like it just the way it is, you can just leave out the soy sauce. However, my son likes food a little bit salty, that's why I add some additional soy sauce. Now, I cook this dish mainly used as a condiment for a vegetable medley dish. I cook the vegetable medley dish separately from cooking the chicken. There's a reason for that, because this way the flavor of the chicken is more intense and it makes the culinary experience of eating this entire dish much more satisfying. So as you can see here, the chicken mainly is served as a condiment rather than the main ingredients. I usually pack my chicken in a Ziploc sandwich bag. I weigh out about 8 ounces of chicken. For each bag is sufficient for me to cook a dish and to use it as a condiment. However, if I do like to have more chicken for whatever reasons, I just throw out another bag. So by prepping the chicken in advance, you have great flexibility and opportunity to use it under different type of circumstances, and you can use more or less depending on how you would like the dish is going to be. So together, when you have a common ingredient, which is the chicken, and if you can cook it in many different ways, it will greatly enhance the flexibility of what you can do with your ingredients. And this will make your cooking more diverse as well as more interesting. And the end result is that you find your home cooking to be as good as anything that other people can cook for you. And once you discover that you are your own very best cook, you will not want anyone else to cook for you. I post a video each day to help you to make home cooking as part of your daily routine. If you want to learn more about my fast cooking system, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. So keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.